not Nouadhibou. Mike, Tapelo Morena seemed to have forgotten his scoring boots.
Well, I tell you what, the work that Peter Shalulile is doing for Sundowns goes unrecognized. Not only does he score goals, his vision and the play that he produces, some of his passing, his pressing is just outstanding. He really is such a key man in the side. And Lucas Ribeiro Costa also finding his man well. Here is Machejo. Can't make it stick this time, but Tapelo Morena, it was such unselfish play from Shalulile. He could have taken the shot on himself. He set it up for his teammate. And the man from Randfontein ballooned it over the bar. Sundowns are really starting to enjoy themselves out here. It's the battle of the yellow against the orange. The Yellow Nation against Club Orange. And it's the Yellows who are winning this by a country mile. Here's Ribeiro Costa again doing some good work. He could have had a hat-trick today, quite comfortably. The side from Mauritania are going to make some substitutions. They have two players lined up to come on the park, and I think we might see them now. Eli Bauba, who's the midfielder, is going to be introduced. Also Ousmane Faye, the Senegalese, who scored a brace against Al Ahly from Tripoli. So Makran, the Moroccan, the only non-Mauritanian in the starting lineup, is going to come off and be replaced by Ousmane Faye, Senegalese. Also in the same part of the world, Senegal, as Mauritania, on that west coast, up in the north of the continent. So those changes will be happening shortly. Not sure it'll make a massive difference. Sundowns are bossing the game now, and they scored in the opening round. On the 20th of August, a brace in the 76th and 91st minute against Al Ahly of Tripoli, the Libyan side. And then Nouadhibou lost the return leg away 1-0, but they won that 2-1 on aggregate. Then they went and played in Mali against Real Bamako, won away from home 3-0, drew their home leg 1-1, virtue of an own goal, and they won that 4-1 on aggregate, and that's why they're here. Sundowns had a relatively comfortable passage into this round, beating Bumamuru of Burundi, essentially to qualify 6-0 on aggregate. Modao is offside anyway, it wouldn't have counted. But there are signs that Sundowns are starting to pull strings here in midfield, and Nouadhibou might have been top of the league for large periods of the season. They might have gone into this game with 4 clean sheets in a row. But they're learning a big lesson here, although they're trying their best in their first ever appearance in the group stage of this competition. Twice before they've been in the preliminary stages, 2003, 2014, twice they failed to get to the group stage. This year they've done it, but they've got a mountain ahead of them. Still, they're trying their best. Country, who are world ranked at 101 on the FIFA computer. So it's a tough assignment for the Republic of Mauritania. Play can now finally continue after that incident involving Tapelo Morena. And Sundowns win the throw-in. So the sky is the limit. Maybe the sky isn't even the limit for the Sundown side, who just continue to break record after record. Referee's not happy, says there was a foul throw, which is a bit unusual. And Sundowns are now going to make a whole slew of changes themselves. A triple change by the looks of things. We'll talk you through that in a short while. But here's Bessam, the captain. Can't make it stick. Rushain Daruk hardly played this season at all. And they go the long route, but that's easy. Diop collects that comfortably. Ryan Onyango is going to get some game time, so too. And Lebogang Mabue is also going to come on. So those are the men about to be introduced for Sundowns. I think Coach Rulani Mokoena feels he's got the luxury here of paying. He doesn't feel that he's side under any threat. And he can give some of his French players a chance now. Durouk almost gave the ball away there, rather sloppily. This is Ronwyn Williams, hails from the Eastern Cape. Nice pass. Better flick on here from Nouadhibou, linking well with Mudal. Here's Ribeiro Costa. His magic has been well applauded by the crowd today, full of Brazilian flair. It's a bit of a sloppy pass backwards, though, and Ribeiro Costa finds himself lying on the turf. As Sundowns rebuild through Mkulise. Now Mosa Lebusa, I think they might put this ball out of play. The game has virtually stopped. The referee has come across to see what's happening. He hasn't blown his whistle. The ball's still in play. And now we're going to have those changes. So let's confirm who's going off. Peter Shalulile. And Tapelo Morena, who's been at the club for 6 years now, earns the free kick. But the Yellow Nation will be happy again today. They have bigger fish to fry in the days and weeks ahead. As I said, they're away at SuperSport United this coming Wednesday. Then they travelled to TP Mazembe next week. They haven't got much time between, and they're sitting with a lot of injuries. Players who are struggling a little bit with their fitness. So it's now a matter of managing the game. They've got two giants now in defence in Onyango and Lebusa to look after any high balls that are pumped forward. That's a wonderful pass from the goalkeeper, Ronwood Williams, right through to Mabue, who earns the free kick comfortably enough. But he beat about 6 of the opponents with that pass up the field. You just feel that Sundowns want to add to these 2 goals that they've scored. Not that I think goal difference is going to be key in this group. A group which features Pyramids of Egypt and TP Mazembe as well. That's delightful play to get out of trouble there. Durouk, flick on from Mabue. Referee doesn't like it. Blows the whistle. And it looks like there's going to be another change here on the visitors' side, and Mohamed Khat Lechouad is going to come on, the number 18, and it is Mohamed Said who makes way for him, the defensive midfielder. So we've had 20 minutes in the second half. It's been more of the same. Sundowns very, very much in control, and they lead here by those 2 first half goals to 0. OJ.
Ke go ikhotsisa jalo batshameki Mestlopa sa Nouadhibou bone ke diphetogo tsa go leka go ka boa jalo kwa morago le go bona nno kgotsa go bona dino go ka lekalekanya jalo mo motshamekong wa letsatsi la gompieno. A mme seo se tla kgonagala na o le tele go bona mo metsotseng le 25 e latelang. Simolla go tsenya loto makgwakgwa matseraganye Abaka jalo gore phele wa ye go tloswa jalo ke setlhopha sa Mamelodi Sundowns. Mosa Lebusa o isimolla jalo kwa morago mo Ronwyn Williams. Wa lebela Ronwyn tlhabela kwa pele fela be ya go tsola ka kwa ntle kgwileo ya go tloswa jalo ke setlhopha sa Terence Mashego ya go tloswa jalo ke setlhopha sa Mamelodi Sundowns go e ba mo tseleng ya ga Billy Neo Maema Thapelo Morena Terence Mashego fela ba mo tsenya loto ba bo tlosa le tatlhelo kgwileo Sundowns 5 fetsa motshameko ka tsele mo ka maemo a re le mo gone ga jana dino di le pedi go le fela seo se ra gore tlabe nna bone kwa setlhoeng ka pharologanyo ya dino ba tla bana dino di le pedi setlhopha sa Pyramids ba na le ntlha e leno di le tharo mme seo se ra gore setlhopha sa TP Mazembe ga mmogo le Nouadhibou e tlabe le jalo ditlhopha di le pedi tse di latlhegetsweng mo metshamekong ya bone ya ntlha Dennis Tota Brian Mandela Onyango Billy Ito Kulise Siphelele bona Terence Mashego tsela ka lebaka la Terence Sekutla Tota ba recall kick moderaganyo ka jalo re ntshitswe ko wena Terence Mashego ka jalo Diop tlosa kgwileo ka jalo tlosa kgwileo gopola gore monna yo wa Terence Mashego bana goroga faona hapana mo tseleng le mona wa Laila K re le fa Laila K a le ba Cape Town kgotsa monna yo wa Terence Mashego ana tlatswane ya Mamelodi Tabentsa ba Mamogale the Jacaranda City ke ge monna yo le nana le ba jalo ka kwa down the coast of the mother city le ba jalo tota kwa the mother city kwa Kapstad bona khwinake go ekwadilwe but offside Thapelo Morena lo ba kae ba tla fela go go kae wa go tantabetse wena Thapelo Morena ene le ya boraro ya Sundowns fela motsereganya lesen Robala Musa Lebusa Spelele Lebo Maboe bona Billy abantsha $1 million pass ke tsa penefa ke a kwala a ba sireletsa kwa morago motsereganyareng motsereganyo go ntsha ke tlatsa karata e khibidu karata e khibidu e tsela charity Diop Harola monna ga ke tsebara bo isupa kwa moloreng kgotsa e diragetse ka pantle ga le bokoso fela Baba Diop o amogela karate khibidu e batleng ba ibetse ba reke Doxo mme le ka pantle ga le bokoso ona fetsa Kirsten Sereno fela morwala monna wa denying an opponent goal scoring opportunity ke se se diragetseng fale jaanong batle go tshameka ba tlhaela mathata a bone a thatafala go ya kwa pele mathata a tla mabaka a fokola batle ba rialo ba re mathata a tla mabaka a fokola batle go tshameka ba tlhaela setlhopha sa mme o kgona go bona selelo kgotsa kutlobotlhoko mo sefatlhegong sa monna yo wa Baba Diop seo se ra gore o tla tlhaelwa jalo ke metshameko e latelang monna wa Diop a re bone gore ba go dira phetogo ka tseleng tse jang ba go tsalela ke go tsenya motshwara dino mme ba go ntsha mokapteini wa bone a kete ba go ntsha Ahmed Khalil ba go ntsha mokapteini wa bone Ahmed Khalil mme a dira le bota kwa morago setlhopha sa Nouadhibou kgwele ba go e tsenyetsa kopano yaanong ba emetse fela motshwara dino re emetse Khalil tota tswele ka kwa ntle ba go sala ba tlhaela ba le 10 monna waเขาว่าก็เจนะแม่มากับเจนี่คาลีลูช่วยเลยคนที่เฟลชาโลลิกาวานาลามาโมโตเกนาเซนิกHagamos Rosa Ganno Faza Chocomele Se Ganna Matabisa di Tron Hai le Rota Tera Faba Horusua Ganno Hotomo Piligno Cabili Silo Sele Matabisa di Tron Fe Otanezero Canete Fazore Le Morago Lagare Le Atepama Chanezero Le Mosa Le Morago Lagare Me Manatua Kanki Hore Pasamaka Morago Kiba Lele Quante Fella File Hore Monna yola wa kessen serino akai ko bisa fafati kala fatarwe tamaka ko dimo ko de alibal atarwe tamaka ko dimo ko de alibal teraganye wala ila ko ba bereke janga bay dire jangle bota kessen serino mo khilinyo fatarwe tamaka ko dimo inalitia melo banalitia melo ya bulele jo batamaka mara ko ba topaseo kala mo teraganye wala ila ko to sam khilo kessen serino na neo mahema Kepatagora kare sewe kanna matabisa di konga Bamogorosa muna mamado Kasten Serino Ono sanno ya bodaru ya Mamelodi Sundowns Ako kali rumo Fotoko takale bakonsola de teni La feta fotoko kale morago la stopasa Nouadhibou Monali no sikwa morago motoradino Arwata ologa Auka kanna Kemora kere maloba kimabani 3 Mamelodi Sundowns Another stoppers Kakwa Mauritania Jaka Badira Petoro Mamelodi Sundowns Tapelo Morena Watwa Bonaga Mozamo Iketile Nkileo Tapelo Morena Uchile Mayego Tene Chalo Sipombule Boberi Jobone Mayego Chile Chalo Tapelo Morena Bawe Tosa Komarago Khileo de Taro Mwe Pedi Taro Mamelodi Sundowns Les Fellas Copas Nouadhibou Saga Mauritania Jano Bawe Tekamalente Bawe Kabisa Jano Marcelo Allende Sipambule Yabe Basia Chalaga Kwante Yago Petoka Jalo Natatelo Yago Petoka Jalo Natatelo A quarter of an hour to go, 15 minutes left. It's all over, Mark. I don't see this team coming back, Mike.
OJ, I think it's been all over for a while, to tell you the truth, as we're going to have a water break here. But Gaston Sireno, the man who set up the goal effectively with his run, he was one-on-one with the keeper. The referee decided that that foul was a definite goal-scoring opportunity, even though there was a little bit of cover defence coming across. But the referee had no doubt sent off goalkeeper Boubacar Diop. On came the other goalkeeper, the reserve goalkeeper, Mamadou Mbodj, the 24-year-old. And his first action was to take the ball out of the net. Sireno scores his first goal since he scored in the 98th minute, in the 8th minute of stoppage time in that match against TX Galaxy in the Carling Cup, which went to penalties. Sundowns came back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2, lost on the penalty shootout. But this free kick is outstanding from the Uruguayan, who scored now his first goal in 40 days. Brilliantly taken free kick, just curls it past the wall, past the diving keeper. I don't think the keeper saw it. So, talk about a cosmopolitan atmosphere today. We've had a Brazilian scoring, a Namibian scoring, and a Uruguayan scoring. When is the South African going to score? It's 3-0, and Sundowns, well, the sun has long since set on this Mauritanian side. They're playing with 10 men. They've got their reserve goalkeeper in action. The captain's had to take himself off, or the coach has taken the captain, Bassem, off the park as the sacrificial lamb so that he could bring on his reserve goalkeeper. It also means that they will be without Babacar Diop for their next match against Pyramids. So for Nouadhibou, it's one disaster after another for a side who done very, very well to qualify for the group stage of the CAF African Champions League for the first time in their history, having been champions the last 6 seasons in a row in Mauritania. But being champions in Mauritania and competing with Sundowns is a very different story. Sundowns themselves have been champions 6 seasons in a row in the league, but a much, much more competitive league. Here's Onyango. And another foul committed in the second half. You can see that the Nouadhibou side are tiring. They haven't gone man on man. They haven't committed as many niggly fouls. They can't really stay with the Sundowns players for large periods. Here's Sirino on the ball, playing it wide. So we see that foul committed again. It's gone to this near side of the park. And Sundowns looking to try and add to the goals they've scored. Maboué does nicely. Sirino. Now Deruk. Good for him to get a full 90 minutes here. Looks like he's going to. Now Allende, through ball, Sirino! Great tackle from the defender to stop that. Looks as if Sirino was going to fire a shot in on goal, and you would have bet on him to score. But it was a last-ditch tackle. Really good work from Mangane. Now Maboué. Play on, says the referee. Again, it's getting very scrappy with players all over the park. Free kick goes the way of the Mauritanian outfit. Sidi Amar, who's been their best player, has shown attacking intent. He's been all over the park. But that cover tackle, so you see the foul by Moussa Lebusa. The tackle to deny Sirino. Have a look at this. It's an brilliant work, because that had 4-0 written all over it. Oh, that's a little bit sloppy, but they get away with it. Nouadhibou, still to their credit, trying to play some constructive football. They've been thoroughly outclassed by a Sundown side who have a real spring in their step, having won the inaugural AFL on this ground 2 weeks ago against their Neo Maema. A bit of a blind pass. It might still work, and it might work. No, the referee says no. A comprehensive performance. Took Sundowns a while to get going, but once they got going, they scored some really good goals, especially the first one, created by Mudau, set up by Morena, and finished won the inaugural AFL. Rushain Deruk, former Maritzburg United and a man who was born in Cape Town, getting a full 90 minutes here. Here's Mbule. It's so nice for him to get some game time. Sundowns have such a big squad. Rulani Mokoena has the unenviable task of trying to keep all his players happy. Only 11 can play in one time. But they're going to need that squad because they have so many assignments. Lots of league matches to catch up. They'll have 5 games in hand on sides like Cape Town City, who could go top of the table today if they beat Arrows later this afternoon in their match in Durban. They'll also have 5 more group matches in this competition to play. There's still the Nedbank Cup to come later in the season. Lots and lots of action for Sundowns, who are expecting to go a long way in this competition. And now just prolonging the agony for their Mauritanian opponents. Sundowns look as if they're about to have their 5th and final change, and one of their young players, doesn't get much game time, and Ntando Nkosi is standing by to get some game time. You can see him bottom of picture there, number 31. And it looks like he's going to replace some Kulise. A final change. So Ntando Nkosi to get some experience of international club competition. Many in the crowd haven't seen much of this man. Sundowns have had 3 of their foreigners on the score sheet today in a comprehensive performance. There'll be tougher battles in the days, weeks and months ahead. But for the crowd who's turned up today, they will certainly have enjoyed this performance. Here's Allende. Now Mabue. Looking for someone to pass to. There's always an option. And this bright yellow stands out so clearly, you can see your teammates almost in the dark. Allende. Nkosi. Duruk. Cirino makes a really good run down the right-hand side. Duruk thought about passing it to him, then decides against it. Sundowns are just toying with their opponents here, who've hardly seen the ball in the second half, and when they do get the ball, they make a mess of it. He'll be very happy. You can see from his actions he wants more from his team. But I think they've done the business and done the business well. Allende, that's too long and too strong. I think the ball's gone out over the line anyway. It'll be a goal kick. So Sundowns getting their group stage of the campaign off to a clinical start. They'll want to keep a clean sheet as well. Goal difference doesn't really come into it in CAF competitions. It's more the result between the sides if there is a tie. So, not sure that adding to the goals does anything other than just keep the confidence high in the team. But they'll be happy with this performance. They've done what they needed to do. They've given some of their fringe players a chance as well. And there might be another goal on here. Oh, the offside flag's gone up. Sometimes they just stray into offside positions. Well, 5 minutes to go. OJ, Sundowns have been comprehensively better. I suppose credit to this side from Mauritania for putting up a bit of a fight. But class is permanent, as they say, and Sundowns have shown it.
Mokatese wa Stoppers Nouadhibou wa etse gore o tshwanetse ya solo fela ba tla ba thulana le Stoppers Pyramids ke bua ka mona yo wa Aris Lope Garai tshwanetse go gona papatse a ba akanya diphoso mo motshamekong wa bone wa beke tlang fa ba tla ba thulana jalo Stoppers Pyramids ba ba tsa kgelete le ba romela offside ba ba ka ile jalo gore le tantabetse lona Stoppers sa Nouadhibou Sokrana Tota mona yo ka fa botsetseng ke le ka wana la Siriama Ana bone Sundowns Sipambule Lebo Mabue ya Senserino. Marcelo Allende. Mongo batsameki ba ba itshupileng kwa ntle le pelaela mo mebaleng ya Mamelodi Sundowns face à la goroga fa le ka bona le o tokafala motshameko mongwe le mongwe kgatlamela masisi jwa gagwe mo motshamekong e fetileng ga bana ba fenya sejana sa Africa Football League.